What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome to the live stream. Damn, the sun is bright. I don't know if you're following this breaking Diddy news. Sean Puff Diddly Do Daddy Brother Love Combs, whatever he goes by. But he was arrested yesterday at a hotel in New York. And damn, the charges are heavy. The rap sheet is thick, as they say. A lot of charges for Puff Diddly Do. And from what we know, from what we've seen on film, some of these don't sound too far-fetched. I know his lawyer yesterday was saying he's not perfect. His lawyer dropped a statement after he got arrested saying he's not perfect, but you know what? He's not criminal. Well, a lot of the charges, including the photos that the feds were posting of ARs with the serial numbers scratched off, look pretty criminal. The video of him and Cassie in that hotel looks pretty criminal. I don't know if you saw that heinous video, which he went on Instagram and then apologized for, admitting his guilt, and apologized to everybody except for Cassie specifically. But now the charges are, racketeering, ST, narcotics, arson, bribery, obstruction of justice. The charges, if you're new to the channel, I link all the articles we discussed down below. And TMZ is covering it. TMZ, today is like, Christmas for TMZ. This is when they get paid. This is when they make all their money for the rest of the year. But I linked a couple of articles down below because TMZ got the breaking news. Updated 3 hours ago. They got the DA conference where the feds are saying we don't want him, Sean Diddly Do, getting out on bail because this motherfucker is a flight risk. With these charges, the charges they're saying carry a sentence of 15 to life. This man could potentially never see the light of day. Doreen, he apologized for being caught, not being a jerk. Not for being a monster, he apologized for being caught. Correct. 100%. I should have pointed that out. Thank you for bringing that up. Bro, YouTube is hushing your notifications. I saw you were on because of Discord multiple times. Yeah, Curtis, I know they are. They really are. This channel, I feel, is shadow banned or muted or something. There's some stuff that ain't correct that I think YouTube is doing. And people can pretend like, oh, the content's not just good enough. But your proof right there saying, you found out because of Discord. I saw the Discord alert when I went live. And YouTube ain't notifying people. YouTube plays favorites, man. Mr. Beast releases a video. You might not even be subscribed to Mr. Beast. And they'll push it in your face. I go live every day. And people who even have notifications on aren't getting notified. So if you're joining up, it's still important to hit the notification bell because I do go live every weekday. Talk about news, have some commentary, newsmentary. YouTube, start a new genre in the tabs. This is newsmentary, so I could be there because I created that. Garbage memes. Can you please explain why your name is included in the P. Diddy arrest document? Bro, you only what you think? How big do you think I am? Just chill. Shout out Boston. Yeah. Welcome everybody. If you're just joining, we're on our way to 7 million subs. We're at 1,470 something. Can't make it to 7 million without you, so I appreciate you guys. What's up, Fivehead? Davida. I can't make it without you guys subscribing and hit the notification bell. We're talking about P. Diddly Do, the Puff Lover, Puff Jacket, Puff Daddy, Daddy Jacket, Brother Love, whatever he goes by. Sean Combs, the legal government name. Oh, and you're going to hear that government name all over the news. But I'm bringing it to you early. I'm bringing it to you first, right here, right after TMZ dropped it hot. So he's not looking to get bail. His lawyer said, we're going to fight like hell. But when there are a certain amount of charges, and I don't know what goes into the bail hearing, maybe the heinousness of the charges, because there's a lot of charges, stuff that, I'm not brother loved. The PP Diddler. Dusty Crumbs. Ooh, I like that one. Old Sean Dusty Crumbs Combs. But yeah, I link down below the TMZ. There's two TMZ stories. There's a Newsweek story of like what we know up till now, and TMZ has went far beyond what we know. Because yesterday people didn't know the charges. Now we know the charges is a long list. So long that I can't remember them all. There's like extortion, arson, bribery, trafficking, human traffic, there's narcotics charges, there's weapons charges, I mean, at this point it'd be safer to name what isn't in the charges. Diddy got more oil than Iraq. So this is pretty big, especially for his victims. And if we just watch this behavior, I love how his lawyer, if you read his lawyer's statements, I mean, what does it take to be a lawyer for, or a criminal lawyer for a guy like this? I'm imagining this lawyer is so well paid. He lives a life none of us could fathom. Because to defend a monster like Diddy, and I'm speaking just on the video I seen, the way he treated Cassie in that video, monster. Say no more. The other charges, I mean, never mind the fact that the feds are posting photos of him. They found ARs in his closet in Miami. And the feds posted the photos of the guns, the weapons. And the feds say that the serial numbers were scratched off on these. So, you know, if you're on the up and up, you have no reason to be scratching off serial numbers. These dudes were doing it to intimidate people, using these weapons for nefarious reasons. I mean, arson is one of the charges. Arson being like the burning a building down. They're saying, and again, I was trying to scrabble. Everybody's trying to figure out what pertains to what could the potential charges be, what was the crime. But I mean, essentially, it's like, from what people are gathering, the arson involves intimidating people to make sure people stay quiet. And if he's got a long, dusty crumb trail of victims, I'm sure those people are very happy today that he is locked up and he can no more torment any of them. Because you got to remember, Sean Dusty Crumbs, P. Diddly Doo, Da Yay, Brother Love Combs, whatever the he's going by. This dude has so much money. He had homes in Miami, LA, New York, worldwide travel. I mean, this dude's got so much money. If he wants to terrorize you, he can. And I'm sure he's got people to help him do it. So in reading some of the witness or the victim's statements, you know, it's like a sigh of relief for them, which good, you know? And again, I know you're innocent until proven guilty, but just from what we know, right? I mean, that video with him and Cassie, if you haven't seen that video, I don't suggest you watch it, but he manhandles this woman up and down a hallway in a hotel. Not like private, like on film. And then he went on, like Doreen had said, this dude went on live and apologized. Not because of him being a monster for the heinous acts. He didn't apologize to Cassie. He apologized because he got caught. And remember, before he got caught, before that video leaked, he was saying all of this is a money grab. These people are liars. They're all just trying to get some of my dough. And then he got caught. Brother, I got a small bottom jaw, Combs. I love, keep coming up with the Sean Diddly Dusty Crumb Brother Love Combs names. I love that. Keep coming up with them. Oh my God, that's funny. So I highly encourage, if you're fascinated with this, read the stuff down below. I linked all the articles in the description, because the indictment is there with all the charges, and there are an abundance of charges. That's why it's pretty wild that this dude, how old is he? He's 52, I think. So it carries a minimum of 15 years. So he'd be 67 and a maximum of life, which I don't know. Does he get the Diddy? Wait, what is? I don't know what's going on in the. Hold on to the hate, bud. I'm not reading. Indeed, love is cool. Oh, get out of here, Guts. Guts. Ain't no homophobia in here, man. Protect Jesus. Oh, what do you Trump people not have jobs? Jesus. Always up in here. I'm not talking about him. But I did link the article down below of Trump introducing Nicky Jam, saying she's hot. And some more funny stuff. I talked about that yesterday, how Nicky Jam is deleting posts related to Trump calling him a hot girl, which is just hilarious. It's hilarious. It's textbook pandering to his audience. Oh, that guy likes me? Oh, yeah. Or not knowing. He said a Latin artist likes me? Yeah, we'll have her up on stage. Nicky Jam sounds hot. And just totally pandering. Doesn't give a rip about Nicky Jam. Totally using this dude. And Nicky Jam trying to use him to get clout. It's just like a clout ladder. It's like a back and forth clout thing. Everybody's just trying to jump on each other. But if you want to know more about the Nicky Jam stuff and Trump, links down below. But this Pete Diddy thing. And his kids were seen today outside of the courthouse in Manhattan hoping to see their daddy. And what if you've read anything about their kids, there's a couple lawsuits about his kids too. What are their names? Prince? I don't know. Prince or Combs? Is that it? These kids are knuckleheads, man. One of them released a rap album calling out the feds, saying like, you didn't check our neighbor's house. And everyone was like, are you dumb? Are you like tempting them to check the neighbor's house? Or like, come at you harder? Like, bro, you're under federal investigations. All your homes were just raided. And this dude's releasing a rap album or a rap song or diss track against the feds on YouTube. You can watch it. It's on YouTube, unless he deleted it. Maybe he did. Maybe a lawyer knocked some sense into him and said, hey, dum-dum, take it down. But his kids, apple don't fall far from the tree when it comes to his kids. And I guess his kids are monsters as well when it comes to treating women like humans. Is really unnerving. Again, hit subscribe, hit the notification bell. If more stuff pops off, I might have to go live again today. I'll definitely be live tomorrow, and I'm definitely going to keep you up to date with this story, because the way this monster, and I mean Diddy, is tied all the way back. It was a whack album. Are you talking about the King Combs? Is that his name? King Combs? Is that his son? I think that's one of his sons. He's a horrible rapper too. Like, you could tell, the family doesn't have much talent. They get the money and they can stand in the background and dance and go, Jesus, where is Mace, everybody? Where's Mace? Huh? Now you know why Mace became a pastor and went and got saved. Hanging out with Puff Diddly Dusty Combs all the time. But yeah, fuck, man. These cats are not good people. Not your friends. And they are tied back. If you look throughout his pop history, not only like the Biggie stuff, the Biggie murder, but before that, the stuff with Tupac. And maybe we should do a whole talk about the Tupac trial that's going on, the murder of Tupac with Keefy D, and how that's tied directly to Puff Daddy. So, I mean, this is just karma coming back 100-fold right now. Because if you don't know, Keefy D, I believe on some sort of record, has went and said, like, yeah, Puffy ordered the HIT on him and offered, I forget, $1 million, $2 million, something like that. Again, I wasn't too prepared to talk about that, but yeah, this dude is linked to everything. And again, what I find all in common with these men who are just heinous to women and heinous to anyone who works with them or for them, or just heinous to their inner circle. And when this stuff leaks out, is like most of them are very insecure. Very insecure. And the fascinating thing, what was it? Something about the Diddy. I was reading about Diddy. That's a heinous, not anus. Jacob Nava. That's funny though. I'm sure that's one of his that's going to be one of Sean Combs' new nicknames in prison. Brother Heinous. Brother Anus. Brother Anus Love. I don't know if I can say that on YouTube. Haha, sorry, my bad. No, that was funny. Clicked on late. We're talking about Old P. Dusty Combs. No, Sean P. Diddy, Dusty Crumbs, Comb Diddly Doodah, Brother Love. Who said Dusty Combs in the beginning? If you're still here, props to you. Because now forever, God Loves Ugly. Curtis, Atmosphere, greatest hip hop duo ever. Group. I shouldn't say duo. Ant and Slug are amazing. If you don't know Atmosphere, Minnesota dad rap, go check them out. My favorite hip hop group outside of Tupac. But whoever said Dusty Crumbs, you have forever etched Sean Dusty Crumbs Combs into my head, and that's what he's going to be known by now. But yeah, he's going to have some. Oh, that's what I was going to wonder about. Anybody think they're going to keep him so far away from Gen Pop, the general population, that his time in prison is going to be that of isolation, solitary confinement the whole time? Like, they can't release Old Brother Love. How is that nickname going to go over in prison if he goes to prison? Brother Love. I could just see him walking down the hall. People go, hey, Brother Love. He's going to be somebody's girlfriend. I'll tell you that much. But he has, what did he do exactly? Okay, Jacob. So the charges have the indictment has been unsealed. The charges against Sean Dusty Crumbs, Diddly Doodah, Brother Love, Hoopity Doo, Puff Daddly Doo, Diddler, Combs. The charges are a bountiful. There's an abundance. There's a plethora. My 7th grade fucking word that I learned in 7th grade, I think. Hell of a name. That's it. What's up, Koo? Good to see you. Shout out to my people in Egypt. So Sean Diddly Doodah, Dusty Crumbs, Brother Love, Puff Daddly, Puff Jacket, Puffy Puff, Brother Love Combs, whatever his fucking name is. And that nickname is going to change once he gets to prison. Oh, in jail, people are eating him up. They are licking their lips, wanting to get a piece of Brother Love. Bad nickname to give yourself the year before you get indicted on federal charges, Sean Combs. How about you do a TED Talk on that? I want to see Sean Puff Doodly Doo Dusty Crumbs Combs give a TED Talk on giving yourself bad nicknames before you go to prison. So the charges have been unsealed. We couldn't figure it out yesterday. Sean Diddly Doodah Combs was in New York because he knew something was coming, and he got arrested last night. The indictment was unsealed. There is charges of arson, weapons, narcotics, extortion, bribery, trafficking, human trafficking, prostitution. I'm not joking when I say, like, I could probably list the charges that aren't on there. Arson is on there. There's a ton of charges. He has so many charges. He's facing, if they get guilty on him, 15 years to life. And the DA had a press conference saying, we don't want to give him bail. We do not want to give this dude bail. He is a threat to flee. This guy has the money, probably the homes. He probably has a secret island somewhere. So I'm imagining if he gets bail, toodaloo, kangaroo. That dude's out of here. Like what? I seen him beat up you. So that's what I was trying to figure out before I came live. The charges are all tied, I believe, to these different cases that they were first civil, but now investigating more. And they say they got a lot of evidence. They say they pulled 1,000 bottles of baby oil out of his home where he was having the freak off parties. They said part of the evidence is 1,000 bottles of baby oil. Yo, this dude's done if he goes to prison. This dude is fucking cooked. Imagine going to prison, they're like, yo, I heard you had 1,000 bottles of baby oil. And he was having women, he was hiring male escorts to make love to his women. Listen, the indictment is down below. Little Diddly. That's his kid, Little Diddly. Left you a note. No, I gotta go. All right, cool. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. So 1,000 bottles of baby oil, folks, for his freak off parties. This dude is demented. No baby oil. This dude just used and abused his position, his power, his wealth, just made life a living hell for anyone near him. And you got to think of all the up-and-coming artists who saw like Biggie explode under his management. Oh, I hate thinking about Biggie and all the times. See, I grew up when Biggie was releasing those videos and albums, and Puff Daddy always in the back doing his little shoulder shimmy, going, can't nobody stop us now. Just a fucking dick, you know? Sorry, don't mean to. There are appropriate times to curse. This is one of them. I won't apologize for that. But yeah, the charges, the indictment, unsealed, you can read it down below. TMZ linked it in their article. I'm going to read the whole thing. I didn't have time to read the whole thing, but I was perusing, and Jesus, man. Actually, I'll read the whole thing. We'll go into it more tomorrow. But you most have not seen making the band and making them walk 3 or 4 hours, slice of cheesecake. We knew he was a dick already. Yeah. The Making the Band TV show that he did, I was already too old by the time that came out. Like, the generation under me was watching that. So he's been a dick for generations. You know, he's a generational asshole. Lord Jesus. Oh, God. Oh, my God. That is so gross. I'm not even reading that. Exhausting. Well, you know what? The other thing that they said in one of these articles is that P. Dusty Combs, and other people after his freak-off parties would have to get an IV to be rehydrated. Which, it's exhausting to think of how mentally demented some people can be to torture others like that. Because and that's the other part of this. There were young girls involved. There were a lot of accusations from girls that were saying, I was 16, 17. I know one of the trafficking comes from a girl who said, at 16, he flew me from Michigan to New York. They took advantage of me, XYZ. You can read about the rest. I'm not going to go into it. And that's the trafficking. Interstate, bringing a girl for a specific reason. But that's a certain kind of demented. And you also got to remember, like, let's think about this. I really want you to understand why Diddy is a heinous human being, not heinous. Heinous. That's going to be his new hip-hop name in jail. Heinous. When he's in his solitary confinement because he can't make no friends because everybody wants to cuddle up next to Brother Love. I kid, but I don't. Sarcasm. But anyways, heinous, okay? Sean, Brother Love, Dusty Combs, heinous. You got to remember, this dude kind of put Biggie on, or helped Biggie explode, had all the money, right? All the power, all the juice, as they used to say in the 90s. He had all the resources in the world. And instead of getting girls his own age, this is a telltale sign. Watch out, okay? Men, you look out for this. And women, be aware of this. Dude with all the money, all the resources, all the car, has no want, okay? Not only his needs are met, his wants are met. And this dude is flying in girls that are underage from other states to take advantage of them, to abuse his power and position and wealth. I want you to remember that. Think about that, because that is a different kind of heinous human. Why do you think he's gotten away with it for so long? Kimberly Bazard. That's a cool last name. Bazard. Makes me want to say it a lot. Bazard. Why? Well, because here in America, if you got enough money, well, so here's the interesting thing, Kimberly. Not only do I think the money, people wanted to keep that cash flow around them, but just like Diddy gave it away. He gave the game away when he said, this is a cash grab for folks. That was top of mind for him. So why did he say that? Well, because to keep people quiet, he probably paid them. He probably paid a lot of people to just make sure that they shut up. And if he's got billions of dollars, that money's infinite. He could just pay people to stay quiet. But the other part of it really is, not only paying people to stay quiet, but in these charges, that's why I saw arson. And I thought, arson, lighting a house on, lighting something on fire? Like, fucking, he's Puff Daddy. Why is Puff Daddy involved in arson? Like, how is that a charge? I couldn't believe it. And I kept looking. And what they're saying is it was for intimidation. So you got to remember, Kimberly, it's not just that he was probably paying people to stay quiet. But he's also so interconnected. Home in Miami, home in New York, home in LA, strategically planted like military bases around the US. This dude can get at you wherever and whenever. Get on a private jet and come visit you. Come knock on your door. Can send somebody to get you. Remember, Tupac was the biggest in the world before he died. He was next to Suge Knight when he got shot. Suge Knight was put the terror in Puff Dusty Combs' head. You know, P. Diddy was scared of Suge Knight. And Suge Knight was next to Pac when he got shot. And there are allegations, the word is, from Keefe D's own mouth, I believe, is that P. Diddy was the one who authorized that going after Tupac, you know? So just remember, like, that's a big message. Eminem even joked about it in his Machine Gun Kelly diss track at the end. He said something about, you know, and I know Puffy ordered the hit on Pac. And then he goes, just kidding, Puffy. You know I love you, which I'm sure he fucking regrets saying that now. I always thought that was weird that he couldn't, like, Eminem, you're supposed to be the shock jock of hip hop. You can't say that and then not say, joking Diddy, I love you. Like, don't say that. Just take a jab at him. You don't say, joking Christopher Lee Reeves, just kidding, I love you. Like, he doesn't say that, but he says it for P. Diddy. That's the kind of fear that P. Diddy put into people. He even made Eminem tuck his tail between his legs and say, just kidding, I love you. So, Kimberly, gotta remember that this dude had basically, no matter where you were in the U.S., in the world, you were at arm's reach to him. And I'm sure he probably made people understand that. And I'm sure that's what we're going to find out. I got to read all the charges because that's what we got to find out about the arson. Because I thought arson was the weirdest charge to see on this. Some of them, like the prostitution, the narcotics, the extortion, bribery. Again, forgive me. I'm just trying to remember what I was reading earlier because I don't have it in front of me. Hiding evidence, intimidation, gun charges. I mean, he had guns in his home in Miami that the feds posted pictures linked down below in the TMZ that the serial numbers were scratched off. If you're scratching off serial numbers on guns, that means you don't want everybody to know where those guns were, whose guns those are. They're untraceable, right? That's a serious offense. Just alone, just that one, that those were in his, I can't believe he had those in his own closet. Like, you dum-dum. It doesn't matter how much money you have. This is the proof that money doesn't equal intelligence. And just like I say, money doesn't mean you're smart. This is a guy, P. Diddy, who recorded all of his parties and all this stuff. He liked having these videos, and those videos have to be somewhere. And you got to imagine the feds probably have them, or they're going to leak out, you know, just like this Cassie video leaked at the hotel. He was probably paying somebody to keep that quiet. And then maybe threatening them. And they were probably like, I'm done with this, you know? I don't know how it went down. Again, this is all hypothetical, me trying to imagine, you know, the scenarios. But definitely should read before going live. But I guess I'm still here, so you got me. Ha ha, Jacob, I've got you. No underage girls are listed, I don't think. No, Jacob, 100% in the civil case. And I said that before. So you really need to go read about the civil cases. The civil cases, I specifically mentioned a girl from Michigan who was flown out to New York. So the civil cases do. This all started with civil cases. They were not criminal at first, okay? If you don't remember, the civil cases is when they said this is a money grab. So that's where I was getting that information. I didn't read this full indictment, so I've said that. No, you need to know laws underage is not civil. No, it's in the civil charges, man. That's what I'm saying is people were coming out with civil charges, which the investigations when his homes got raided, which they needed evidence, they needed probable cause to first start an investigation. The civil indictments started all this. And then I forget how many months, a couple months ago, 6 months, I don't remember how many months, all three of his homes got raided. They got a lot of evidence, and now we see criminal charges. So again, you can look that up. This isn't stuff that I'm concerned about. You can look up, you know, the thing with the girls from interstate and all that. Even Cassie, when he started dating Cassie, I think she was under 17, I want to say. Again, and Jacob, forgive me if I don't know the exact dates. I'm going live on a cell phone without anything in front of me, just after reading things a few different times. So Jacob, you are 100% unaware of like what's going on with P. Diddy, huh? Like you're really you're very unaware of these charges. I highly suggest you read about the civil ones and then the criminal charges, which just became unsealed, and they're down below. So if you want to read it, you can. So anyways, Kimberly, that's what that's what I believe is why it took so long. And honestly, the other thing is victims not speaking up. That's what I was reading about today. A lot of people that have been his victim that maybe kept quiet or still kept quiet or just started to come out. Cassie kind of was the first domino to fall. But people don't want to speak out because they're scared of the retaliation or maybe whatever. I don't know. I don't know. I do, buddy. I do. So, you know, there wouldn't be trafficking and all these criminal charges if some of this stuff takes a minute to build a strong case. That's very true. And that's why I don't remember when his homes got raided. I feel like it was the beginning of the summer. I don't know. I couldn't tell you the dates. I just know they got enough evidence now and he's in jail. So yeah, I highly encourage everybody else to read. That's what I've been doing all morning and a little bit last night. And I've been watching That Surprise Witness TV. If you want, Jacob, I'll tell you who to go watch. If you want a very astute, meticulously combed through mind, not a funny sarcasm. Like if you're trying to listen to me like Breakfast Club. I don't like Breakfast Club. I don't like the Breakfast Club. The beginning of the end. It is. A YouTuber called That Surprise Witness. That's who I was going to tell you. Because she's not like me. Like, she has a whole setup, a studio, a computer. I got my phone. And sometimes, like, I think this Thursday, I get to go live where I have some stuff in front of me where I could read all the charges. But That Surprise Witness TV, or That Surprise Witness, if you search her up on YouTube, she's amazing. She's, I think, a former lawyer, and she goes through this stuff, and she'll go live, and she'll talk about the charges, and she'll talk about the backstory, and she really does it well. And I was watching her as well because she went live when he got arrested. So this is going to be covered every which way from Sunday. I'm just here to speculate on what kind of inhuman could do this. Really. When most of us are out here just trying to get our needs met, this guy has his needs and wants met, and he's doing the things that are alleged in these things. Power corrupts, man. But it's not just that. I think you got to be a special kind of asshole to do some of this stuff. All right. So thank you, God. Jacob, I hope you, it is Jacob, right? Jacob Navar. That sounds like Navi. Are you part Avatar? Please hit subscribe and the notification bell. And listen, I'm all for being corrected. I'm not standing here telling you that I speak the truth, only the truth and the God's honest truth. I just tell you that most of these are my opinions. Most of this is speculation because I don't think we know. The indictment just got unsealed. But there are some things that I'm very well aware of that are facts that are, oh yeah, Straight Game TV just went live. He's another one. He worked with Tupac. He talks about this stuff. Straight Game TV, if you want to know more of the backstory and the in-depth analysis, you come to me for your sarcasm, your commentary, and your funny-ass Puff Diddy Combs nicknames. That's what you come here for. And because we like to have some dialogue, too. All I'm saying is money and power with Rockstar always go wrong. Yeah, I can agree to that. But, you know, Ozzy's, like, he's a pretty decent dude. What did Ozzy do wrong? Why are you bringing up Ozzy? I told you a lot of the charges. There's trafficking, prostitution, narcotics, arson, which was unbelievable, gun charges. There's a lot. Ozzy? Yeah, what's wrong with Ozzy? What did Ozzy do? I haven't heard any news about Ozzy. He seems like a, decent dude. I gotta tell you, Jacob, I'm not usually reading Aussie news. Isn't he like 900? Okay, we was overseas doing some crazy stuff. What are you, in Ozzy's crew, Jacob? Jesus, man. All right. Jacob, hit subscribe. You come back to the chat so we can have some more dialogue, some more conversations. I enjoy that. I enjoy when people add to the lives. Thank you. Wonder who's going to flip on. Ooh, Gma. Amazing comment. Gma67 said, I wonder who P. Diddy's going to flip on. Well, let's be honest. If he can reduce any of that time, he will rat on everyone and anyone. He will throw this blame so hard you would think he was doing the fucking Olympic shot put, right? This dude is so ready to, I mean, think about the life he had. He had everything. Home in LA, home in Miami, home in New York, private jets, private vacations, probably his own island. This dude was living the life, and now you know where he is? He's in jail downtown Manhattan. Much different. Probably a cheese sandwich, maybe an orange, and a carton of milk. All right, that was his lunch. He went from Tavern on the Green to fucking, is this meat green? Gross. His life about to change real quick. And when that happens, and I'm telling you as personally, as someone who's been to jail, and when your freedom gets taken, you start thinking real different. You're like, oh shit, man, this sucks. Now, I've never ratted on anybody, but 15 to life, and that scumbag, you know, most people have character. Most people go, all right, what am I looking at? You know, at least the people that I know. This dude, I'm sure he'll roll. He'll be like a new puppy. He'll be rolling all over the place. Just want his tummy scratched. He'll try to run the jail. Listen, Kimberly, with the charges in this indictment, he is not going to, I don't think, and I could be wrong, there are better people that can analyze this that have been to prison. I've only been to jail, but there are people that do prison YouTube. Lockdown 23-1 is a great channel that I watch. I highly recommend him too. Look at that. I'm giving you guys a bunch of good channels to check out today to keep following up. This is like goddamn reading rainbow, this live stream. I'm giving you all the good informational books, aka YouTube channels, to get your fix. Big boy federal charges. Oh yeah, so he'll be doing Fed time. But the Fed prisons I've heard are no better. Larry Lawton, the Diamond Thief, who does the YouTube channel, he talks about that. He did Fed time. But Lockdown 23-1 is another great one, and I'm sure they'll all do videos, so keep an eye out here on YouTube, because support the creators, the little creators, even though they're like 1 million subs. I'll be 1 million subs soon. You got to hit subscribe and the notification bell. But Lockdown 23-1, Larry Lawton, the Jewel Diamond Thief, I forget what his channel's called exactly, but you could just look these up. And they'll talk about it, how like if you have a dirty charges going in there, you know, against minors, women, stuff like that, like he's not going to be looked at as like P. Diddy. And especially, let me say this, if this stuff with Tupac comes out in court and he's found associated guilty with that, there are a lot of people that love Tupac, and he ain't going to be a popular dude in prison. So I don't think he's going to be trying. I think if he goes to prison, he's going to be trying to get his own little room, TV, better meals, you know, and that's it. He's going to try to stay away from general population, because with a name like Sean Dusty Crumbs, Brother Love, Diddly Doodah Combs, he's going to be a target, you know. It's scary to think, but I'm sure, you know, his victims probably felt like that for decades. And it's about time the tables turn, and he knows what he put people through. Especially watching that Cassie video. Man, that thing haunts my head. That dude could just do that. And for so long, he got away with it. And then tried to say, oh, it's a money grab. She's just going for the money. Or I don't know if he said that about her. He paid her out, I think. But then went on and apologized to everybody but Cassie, like Darian said. He apologized basically for getting caught. And he tried to deny that he was that person. I mean, just a scumbag. Slippery. So if we look at his previous behavior tells us that if he has a chance to rat, he'll rat. He's going to convert for kosher meals. That's brilliant. Okay, guys. So hit subscribe, hit the notification bell. This story is ongoing, so hit that notification bell. Even if YouTube doesn't notify you, keep an eye out. Join the Discord link below. We got a nice community going over there, and you will get alerted in the Discord. The Discord doesn't shadow ban me. Discord doesn't play favorites to their, you know, we don't take no for an answer, Mr. Beast Boy. Have a great day, Gma. Thank you for the amazing questions and amazing commentary. I appreciate you. So yeah, please hit subscribe. You help the channel grow. I can't do it without you, and this community is amazing. Whether we agree or not, I love the conversations. Thank you so much. New art on the Discord. Oh yeah, Curtis is putting up his art. Amazing. Absolutely radical artist. And if you're an artist and you want to share it on the Discord, I invite you to too. Link down below to join up. And if I was wrong on anything, don't worry. Links down below to correct me. All right? Jesus, holding me to the fucking caliber of like CNN. And CNN doesn't even have a good caliber. Acting like I'm their nightly newsman. I'm just your daily live streamer. I'm here for the jokes. All right, guys. Thanks so much. Peace.